Think about it for a second. Imagine the entire world bowing down to an old king, completely infatuated with his legacy, while right behind the curtain, a new ruler is quietly sharpening his sword. How crazy does that plot twist feel? For years, we all said it. We swore it. Messi is the undisputed GOAT. His records are safe forever. But right now, out here in the heat of the 2026 World Cup, a 27-year-old is tearing up the script game by game. He isn't just running anymore. He's hunting. He completely dismantled Senegal. Then, he turned around and dropped a lethal brace against Iraq to break modern history. As we speak, he has already equaled Miroslav Klose's legendary milestone of 16 all-time World Cup goals. He's bagged 4 goals in the single tournament edition, putting him just 2 steps away from matching Messi. We aren't talking about a normal player experiencing a good run of form. Today, we are completely exposing the machine they call Kylian Mbappé. Let's dive straight into the rise of the new king. Let's wind back the clock a bit. Remember the 2018 World Cup? This kid was only 19 years old. He barely had a shadow of a beard on his face, yet he became the first teenager since the mythical Pelé to score in a World Cup final. Back then, critics waved it away. They called it a fluke. They said it was just lightning in a bottle. But 2022 was the crucible that changed his DNA. That night in Qatar didn't break him, it remade him. France lost the match on penalties, but Mbappé left everything on that pitch. He stood completely alone against the eventual champions. When he walked out of that locker room, his eyes weren't filled with sorrow. It was pure, unadulterated fire. The kind of obsession that ruins your sleep. And then came the defining gamble of his life. He walked away from the comfortable luxury, the massive money, and the home soil security of Paris Saint-Germain. He packed up and went to Real Madrid. Why? Because average talent plays for a paycheck. True kings play for absolute immortality. He dominated Spain with 42 goals in his very first campaign, but his eyes never strayed from the ultimate prize, the 2006 World Cup trophy. Now let's talk strategy. If you look at this through a strict analytical lens, there is one critical tactical shift that explains his current destruction of the tournament, and that's total positional freedom. Head coach Didier Deschamps unlocked a completely different monster for this World Cup campaign. Deschamps essentially told him, "You aren't locked to the flank anymore. Go wherever you smell blood." Look at the results. Against Senegal, France looked stagnant early on. The tempo was sluggish. But the second Mbappé found a pocket of space, boom, 2 world-class goals to break the ice. That 30-yard thunderbolt in extra time literally felt like it shook the stadium scaffolding. What happened against Iraq was even more surreal. Severe weather and heavy lightning actually caused a massive 2-hour delay mid-game. Any normal squad would lose their focus, their warmth, their edge, not him. In his milestone 100th international appearance, he linked up beautifully with Michael Olise in the 14th minute and hit a wicked left-footed curler past the keeper. Pure, unadulterated genius. But guys, here's the real takeaway. A true king isn't someone who just swings his sword for personal glory. A real leader is the one who lifts his entire kingdom up with him. And we saw the birth of that exact leader during the high-stakes battle against Norway. The entire media narrative before kickoff was about whether Mbappé would score his 17th goal to eclipse Klose once and for all. But instead of hogging the spotlight, he put on a masterclass in selflessness. He casually registered 2 spectacular assists, single-handedly feeding Ousmane Dembélé to secure a historic first-half hat trick. When journalists cornered him post-match to ask why he didn't shoot for his own records, his answer showed exactly who he has become. Let that sink in for a second. That is the mentality of an absolute statesman. Reaching 100 international caps at 27 years and 4 days old is insane. He's the youngest Frenchman ever to touch that landmark, yet he treats it like it's just day one on the job. The group stage is officially in the rearview mirror. The safety nets are gone. We are entering the brutal terrain of the real knockouts, where one single lapse in concentration sends your bags packed on the first flight home. France swept their group effortlessly to lock down the top seed, and their path to destiny runs right through a high-voltage round of 32 clash in New Jersey. Kylian Mbappé is standing at the foot of 2 legendary mountains. Mountain number 1, leading France to consecutive World Cup finals to establish a modern dynasty. And mountain number 2, climbing up to shatter Lionel Messi's record of 18 World Cup goals to claim the crown as the undisputed all-time king of the tournament. The road ahead is terrifyingly steep, but the new king looks more than ready for the climb. What do you guys think? Is Mbappé going to smash Messi's record before this tournament concludes? Drop your theories down in the comments below. If you love this deep cinematic character analysis, hit that subscribe button right now. I'll catch you guys in the next tactical breakdown. Until then, keep living the beautiful game. The road ahead is terrifyingly steep, but the new king looks more than ready for the climb. What do you guys think? Is Mbappé going to smash Messi's record before this tournament concludes? Drop your theories down in the comments below. If you love this deep cinematic character analysis, hit that subscribe button right now. I'll catch you guys in the next tactical breakdown. Until then, keep living the beautiful game.